Kentame, what time is it? One very important question, you'll be asked that a lot when you go to Ireland. Kentame, what time is it? Or you might want to ask somebody, Kentame. And again, that's a simple question. It's a question K, and then un, and then is time, and E is finishing up that. We'll put a question mark here. K, un, but you know that if I have I have to do a glottal stop. It's not easy. So we, being the most, spoken language that we have, we put a T in here. K and Tom. K and Tom. And of course we say it so often that we're going to, look at this, it's the two vowels here. So we're going to make that simplified. We're going to say Ken, Tom, A. And I actually might even get rid of that and just make it one word. Ken, Tom, A. And that's what you'll hear over there. And people will understand that. Ken, Tom, A. What time is it? And you can see in the clock, we're going to go back to the non-digital type clocks, the clocks that we grew up with. And you see that 12 is on top, 6 over the bottom, 3 over here, and 9. But they don't mean 3 and 9. They mean quarter past, quarter after, and quarter to. And so we have to think like that. And mostly when I teach Irish to people today, they can't think like this, so it's hard for them to even understand Irish clock. But we're expecting that you have already figured this out. And so this would be 5 past, this would be 10 past, this would be 15 or quarter past, this would be 20 past, 25 past. So I'm not doing this right, of course, but I'm going to go back and do it the way that it looks like on your clock. So this would be 1, 2, 11. But you know that's 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, half past, 25 to, 22, quarter to, 10 to, 5 to. And so that's the thinking system behind how the clock works. So we're going to add a couple of hands to this clock. Oops, my hands aren't great, but I'll try it that way. How's that? If I did that, it would be, I should make that a bit shorter, because this is a small hand. I'm not good at drawing clocks, obviously. So yeah, 1 o'clock. That means that the big hand is at 12 and the small hand's at 1. Well, you know that 1 is an. So it has to do with an, 1. And well, should I write on this side or on that side? So over here we've got ta, she. It is 1 o'clock. Ta, she, hen o'clock. Ta, she, and the word for 1 is a hen. You know this already. And then everything comes down to clock. It's 1 of the clock. It is 1 of the clock. A chlog, C-H-L-O-G. Ta, she, hen o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. If I change this hand and I made it 2 o'clock, you know what to do. 2 o'clock. Ta, she, a do chlog. I'm just going to put the pieces in here that you need. Ta, she, a do chlog. Same thing for 3. Ta, she, a 3 chlog. So you know how to do this. It's very simple. When it's the main word itself, ta, she, carrot chlog, ta, she, cuig chlog, ta, she, she chlog, ta, she, shach chlog, ta, she, hug chlog, ta, she, nair chlog, ta, she, der chlog, ta, she, hen der chlog, and ta, she, do yeg chlog. Remember, yeg is the only one, 12 is the only one that takes that H. Do yeg chlog. Alright, so now, if we change the big hand, things get a little bit tricky. And we'll start off with the 2, the small hand on the 2, and the big hand, we'll put it on here. So it's 5 past 2. So you know the word for 5, cuig, and you know the word for 2, do. And so what you need then is the word for past. It's 5 past 2. And that word is ta, she, cuig, tar, eish. 2 words. Ta, she, cuig, tar, eish, a do. Ta, she, cuig, tar, eish, a do. And this piece here, tar, eish, is past. Now if you had 10 past 2, it would be tá sé 10 tar éis dó. If it was 20 past, tá sé 20 tar éis dó. If it was 25 past, tá sé 25 tar éis dó. If it was half past, we have to learn the word for half. So we know the word for past, we need to learn the word for half. Remember when we were doing excuse? H-A-L-F. Excuse was half story, la scale. So the word half is la. La. Tá sé la tar éis. Half past. Now we're going to go on the other side and it's going to be towards. It's 10 minutes to 3. So this word is towards 3. Let's call it towards. And that is translated into the word chun. C-H-U-N. Tá sé 10 chun 3. 10 to 3. And I'll just draw those words. I'll just draw that hands up here so that you can see where we're at. Tá sé 10 chun 3. If it was 3 o'clock, tá sé 3 o'clock. Tá sé 5 tar éis 3, tá sé 10 tar éis 3, tá sé 5 tar éis, 5 tar éis, tá la tar éis. But then, tá sé 5 chun a car, 4, tá sé 5 chun a car, tá sé, we didn't do the 9 yet, tá sé 10 chun, tá sé 5 chun, and tá sé 4 o'clock. So the piece that's missing is the quarter past and the quarter to, because when it's here it's quarter past, and how we get that is caharu. It comes from the word cahar. Caharu, C-E-A-T-H-R-U, father, caharu. So tá sé caharu tar éis anything, tá sé caharu tar éis 3, or tá sé caharu chun. So you're going to have either after or towards. Tá sé caharu tar éis 3 or tá sé caharu chun a cahar. Tá sé caharu tar éis cahar, tá sé caharu tar éis 5, tá sé caharu chun a hoc, tá sé caharu chun a 3. It doesn't matter. You can add those words to any part of your clock and you can make it up, but you have to remember the base words that we already learned from 1 to 10, or actually 1 to 12, and then you just add tar éis, half, which is la, and caharu, which is quarter. So quarter past, caharu tar éis, quarter towards, caharu chun, and then la is half.